Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be interviewing one of the 2019 bar exam passers, Attorney Bianca Nerizza Infantado. So hi Bianca.
Attorney Isai, thanks for having me here.
Can you please introduce yourself?
Well, hi everyone. I am Bianca Nerizza Infantado. I am 26 years old. I graduated from UST Faculty of Civil, and I had my undergraduate degree, Bachelor of Arts, major in political science at Forest University. I am currently working at a private firm here in our province, Calapan City in Alumni.
How would you describe yourself as a law student?
Well, I think attorney, I'm an ordinary student. I could say that I have average grades. Sometimes I get good grades, but sometimes I get not so good grades. Sometimes grades that are nearing the boundary line. But I became a Vince Lister also and a post scholar during the first half of my law school journey. And then after that, I think I'm just a regular, ordinary average.
All right. Wow, I think above average since of course my scholarship ka girl hindi yan average. Now, how was your law school life, Bianca? How would you describe it?
I think law school has been the most challenging experience that I voluntarily signed up for. Kasi along with the struggles and demands of law school, I was also having my personal issues, personal struggles, like the passing of my father, like passing of my grandmother, some health issues also, and another heartbreak. There were just a lot of issues during that time, and I had to juggle it along with the demands of law school, so it was definitely challenging.
Can you share with us your ups and downs in law school?
Of course, my proud moments I mentioned were when I was part of the Vince list and, being a full scholar for the first half of my law school journey, and also winning or placing in some or a few debate clubs or tournaments at school. And I think my downs were, of course, the counterpart or the contrary of my first answer, not making it to the Vince list, not having sort of good grades, and yeah, I think my health illness would be probably a big issue and probably a big downside of my law school.
If you don't mind sharing, if okay lang sa'yo, Bianca, can you share with us kung ano yung issues mo when it comes to your health during law school?
When I entered law school po kasi I already knew that I have cysts in my pancreas. The cysts in my pancreas actually compressed my other organs, my other internal organs. That's why I've been having abdominal pains. So I have to change my entire study habits from then on, just to cope up with the pain and with all the trouble that the cysts have been causing.
Can you share with us how you cope with it during law school?
The doctor said po kasi na one of the main reasons why I was having abdominal pains, aside from the compression, is because of stress. Stress brings about the bloatedness of my organs. I tried to change my study schedule from night to morning. Before I was a night owl, then I started waking early para I could cope up with the sickness.
What kept you going, Bianca, despite all of those that you've mentioned?
One of our professors in law school said that if you're having troubles with law school, you should always remind yourself of the basic reason, the fundamental reason why you wanted to be a lawyer in the first place or why you entered law school. And so every time that I have problems, I would always think of that reason, that main reason. And that main reason is actually to really help the oppressed. Because I really have the heart for the oppressed ever since I was young. And it was something that was taught to me by my parents, by my family. So it's something that I held on to during those downtimes.
Bianca, now let's proceed with the bar exam preparations, okay? So, how did you prepare yourself for the bar exams?
I remember that our upperclassmen told us that the preparation for the bar should actually begin on your first day in law school.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But I cannot say for certainty that, of course, I prepared during the first day because I think I was still in law school juniors during the time. But because of that mindset, I prepared myself since law school.
Mm-hmm.
So like starting third year law school, I was already planning ahead, planning which place I should study for the bar exams, like which bottom to take.
Wow.
Yeah. Or even which notes I should use. And then I'm already writing down on my codos the most important jurisprudence, or perhaps those things that I could use for the bar exam. And I would even practice handwriting as early as second year of law school. So I was really preparing ahead, not just during the bar review because of that mindset. So my thanks really to our upperclassmen.
How was your routine during your bar preparation?
Actually, attorney, I was kind of not in my comfort zone during the start of my review because I was here in the province recovering from my brain surgery. Some of my books were actually still in Manila during that time. So I had to go to Manila to get them, then get back here in the province and then study. So all my plans during law school were actually not made into use because I had to adjust because of the situation. So during that time, I was not in my comfort zone. I was really doing my best to study. I would wake up early at around 7 a.m. in the morning, and then it would be a continuous study until the night. But of course, I would take breaks because I was still recovering then from my brain surgery. But I think the best preparation during that time was to really get hold again of my notes because that's where I'm most familiar with. So I relied on those during that time.
Just to give it, the viewers an idea, can you give us the timeline kung when you had your surgery?
I had my surgery May of 2018. My graduation was actually on June 2018. So it was before my graduation when I had my brain surgery. But I opted not to take the 2018 bar because I was having headaches during that time and it was really hard to bear. So I decided to take the 2019 bar exam instead.
During your preparation for the 2019 bar exams, did you take any review classes?
I did not enroll in any review center, so I really based it on my notes and on other materials.
If it's all right with you, Attorney Bianca, can you share your materials for the during your 2019 bar exams preparation?
Well, my materials mostly consist of my notes, my notebooks from law school. I only used few annotations, which I think were really helpful during my law school life. So, for example, for mercantile law, I used Divina's or these book for jurisprudence, and then I also use an annotation for REM. I used Rigera notes because I think it's compressed already, so there's only short span of time needed to finish the entire book. But of course, I relied more on my codas. I think that's what I'm always holding on to, codas. And what else? I think for Civ, I did not use annotations anymore because there's no more time to cover the entire syllabus for the annotation. So I only based on my notes and on my codas. For political law, I used Natura, but I also used our professor's notes and some of my notes also. For what else? For criminal law, I used my notes also, and I have a digest of all the elements for each crime, so that's a big help. I try to memorize all of it, or if not memorize, just familiarize myself with it again. And of course, codas. For ethics,
Labor.
I think I used book for ethics. For labor, I used my own notes because I made my own notes during law school.
I love that you relied so much on your notes kasi it's good actually that you have really good notes kasi ako parang sobrang late na into my law school life na maayos yung notes ko. So, can you share, Bianca, your tips sa note-taking? Like, ano yung value ng note for you?
Kasi po, I realized when I was assessing myself that I learned when I write down, what I do is I make sure that I read the annotations, the books, or the codas, and then I only get the pertinent facts or the pertinent information. So, for example, I would read an annotation in civil law regarding, for example, action judiciana, etc. So, I would just write down the concept itself, just a keyword for the concept, and then I would just write one jurist for that topic, and I think that's it. That's enough for me. And then I think I would always go back to the codas. So just notes and codas is a perfect match for me.
How many readings did you do?
Actually, I have had a hard time finishing all my materials. So I think I've only had 2 readings the most for some subjects only. But for the other subjects, which were my favorites, like for example, labor law, for political law, I've only had 1 reading for it. But for the other subjects, like for taxation, for rent, through readings.
How did you know that you passed the bar exams?
I was actually playing PUBG. It's an online battle royale game, yeah, where you get to shoot enemies. So initially, I planned to be in solitude at the cemetery beside my father's grave. But since we're on ECQ, so I just locked myself in my room and then played PUBG. And then one of my friends from law school, who is also now a lawyer, Hikai, actually rang my phone twice. And I thought to myself that I already passed the bar because I told her, instructed her that don't call me if I didn't make it. And since she was calling already, I knew then on that I passed the bar. So when I answered it in the third ring, she said, "Congratulations," and I was just screaming.
Wow, all right, congratulations. So, what did you do after, or what was the first thought muna that came into your mind when you knew that you passed the bar exams?
I think the first word that came into my mind was finally, because I've worked so hard for this and I've gone through so much for this, and finally I received this best gift already. But after hearing the news and screaming, my mother came to my room asking if I was all right. And then when she heard what we were jumping and jumping, and then after that I talked to some of my friends and also checked if my boyfriend made it, because my boyfriend also took the bar with me. So yeah, and he also passed the bar.
Oh, congratulations. What do you think is the most important thing that you've learned throughout this whole experience?
Well, I think the most important lesson is that, no matter how much we try to control the situation, it would not end up the way we wanted it to be. So sometimes we get to control it, but most of the times we don't get to. And it's a matter of knowing which is just beyond your control. So for me, I could only control my emotions, my actions, how I respond to the situation. So even if I've gone through those difficult times, I made sure that I could control myself and still head on and hustle on towards my goal, which is to become an attorney. That's why I kept on.
For our final motivational message for aspiring lawyers, may they be in law school now as law students or still thinking of going to law school, or maybe they are on their way to the bar exams, preparing for the bar exams, what would be your last motivational message for them?
Always remember that whatever you sow, you actually reap it. So at the end of everything, even if you think that your efforts are in vain, even if you think that you're not moving anywhere, or if you're struggling with something else, always remember that you get what you deserve. And I have this life verse. It's Colossians 3:23. It says there that everything you do, work at it with all your heart, as if working for the Lord and not for men. So make sure that in everything you do, you're not just wanting to please people, that you are actually doing it because you want the people to find the Lord and that you want it to serve your purpose. So just strive harder, and it's like my hashtag, be brave.
Be brave. I love it. Thank you so much, Bianca. I love it. Thank you. It's such a great opportunity for me and privilege to be able to talk to you. And for you, syempre, para marinig ng mga manonood nitong video na to. So, thank you very much.
Thank you and party.
Now, let's proceed. Hindi pa tapos. Let's go to the lightning round. Yes! Lightning round! Okay. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Morning person or night owl?
Night owl still.
Okay. Sleep or no sleep?
Sleep, definitely.
How many hours of sleep, by the way, did you have nung nagpe-prepare ka for the bar exams?
Yung pong, I think I had at least 6 hours, but during the pre-week, I've had at least 8 hours of sleep.
How about during law school?
I made sure that I have at least 6 hours of sleep because I have health illness during that time.
Alright. Favorite bar subject?
Labor law.
Labor law, wow! Okay, favorite law school professor?
Dindivina.
Dindivina.
Yeah.
Com King.
Yes.
Forever. Okay, so thank you so much, Attorney Bianca, again, for sharing all your experiences and being so open sa ating interview today. I'm sure sobrang value nito for those who are going to be watching it.
Thank you po, Atty. Thank you po for having me.
Yes. Thank you so much. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a big fat thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And I will be seeing you again soon. TTYL. Bye!